Well, have I got a story to tell you about my favorite milk product, Bechdels. This is from a newspaper article back in July of 1999. Three executives from the executive officers from the Bechdel Dairies Incorporated in Royersford, Pennsylvania, admitted in federal court today to conspiring to sell a mixture of powdered milk and water as being straight from the cow. Sentencing is scheduled for October 13th. Each could spend 8 to 14 months in prison, according to a news story from Reuters. The United States Department of Agriculture claimed that between January of 1993 and December of 1997, Bechdel Dairies labeled and sold more than 19 million pounds of skim milk, a mixture of skim milk, powder, and water, as skim milk. The milk was sold to schools participating in federal food aid programs, Veterans Affairs, medical facilities, the Defense Department, and retail stores. The Defense Department? Inspector General Roger Villadero was quoted as saying, "At this time it does not appear that the defendants caused any public hazard. The real issue is fraud, I'll say." The civil case was filed against Bechdel last year in a case for which settlement has yet to be reached, according to a March 10, 1998 newspaper story from the Philadelphia Inquirer. The dairy's assets were frozen and the company was denying the allegations. How could you deny the allegations when three of your executive officers already admitted to making counterfeit milk? Robert Bechdel, vice president of the dairy, was cited as issuing a statement saying, "In the 75 years my family has been in the dairy business, we have never misled or deceived any of our customers. Our products have always met all federal and state requirements." Even though your federal officer just admitted, not your federal officers, your executive officers in the company just admitted to producing bad milk? Fraud? The government lawsuit on behalf of the United States Department of Agriculture and the Food and Drug Administration alleged that about 80% of Bechdel milk products tested were watered down or made with milk powder, mislabeled, misdated, and sometimes mixed with milk that was near its legal expiration date. So much for Bechdel. So much for give them a faith they can live by, worship with them today. Boy, am I glad I bought this milk way before 1993, and when all this stuff happened. Well, I'm off to make myself some hot cocoa with the milk. And let's just hope that everything works out okay and doesn't come out the wrong way. That's not nice. Greetings, everybody, and a fine how do you do. I have been going through I'm starting to go through my whole collection of books, toys, boxes, everything what I got down here and upstairs and at this other place. And I'm trying to get things put in order so I know exactly what I have, where it is, and how I'm going to get to it yet, that's another matter. I have to clear the aisles and make aisles, and I'm getting tired of walking sideways around here. But pretty soon I'm going to start walking sideways all the time, even when I'm outside. And then people are going to think I'm really nuts. So, the other day on Graphic Man, the 4-color fossils, I showed a copy of Batman 181, which is the first appearance of Poison Ivy. And today I got some facsimiles. I mean, I had some already. They were foil covers, but this is an actual real facsimile with the proper cover and everything. Now, I'm going to ask you guys if you can determine. I'm going to show you the real one and the facsimile at the same time, and you tell me in the comments below which one do you think is the real. Let me write this in here. Is it number 1 or is it number 2? Now, this is going to be interesting. I'm going to hold them like this. Now, let's see if you can tell the difference between mine is near mint. Actually, oh, now I gave it away. Oh, well, maybe I didn't. Anyway, well, you don't know what I'm saying. Maybe I'm just trying to fool you. I'm going to keep them back here. This is number 1, and this is number 2. Now you tell me which one do you think in the comments below is the real first original printing of Batman 181, and which is the facsimile. Is the facsimile number 1, or is it number 2? And then I will let you know at the end of this broadcast which one it is. Well, wait a minute. No, I can't let you know at the end of the broadcast. This is not a live stream. How am I going to do this? What am I talking about? Is everything okay? Is everything all right? I think I've been taking drugs. Let me see here. Oh, you know what? I'll let you know in the next video which one is correct and which one is not. So I'm going to put both of these off to the side somewhere. Where am I going to put? Oh, here. I'll put them behind these, because if I leave them right in front, somebody can probably bring this close up, and then you can study it and cheat. Excuse me, I haven't eaten anything all day. This morning I had nothing but a banana. So I know some of you guys don't like it when you see somebody chewing on food. Kettle chips, kettle cooked, you know. IBC root beer. My friend Pamela, she's went to Connecticut to see her daughter. I took her to the store to do some shopping, and she bought me some root beer. And the same day when I came back home, my wife went shopping, and she bought me some root beer too. Oh boy, I'm a lucky man. Now, what was I talking about? Oh, all the stuff that I've been finding here. Okay, so, oh man, where's that other clip at? Right. where the other clip is, right here. Now, let's go through this box. Here's this box that I found that has all the, well, it's not this box. It wasn't a different beat up box that I got rid of, and I put everything in this box, so it's all kind of mixed up. I don't even know exactly what's in here. Oh, okay, this, did I show this on? I'm not sure if I showed this particular one on the 4-color fossils. Maybe I did, but this is Batman 210 with the Catwoman. It's a Neil Adams cover, and he signed it for me. When was I there? When did he sign it? This was at way before the, maybe 2015. Maybe 2015 at Graham Crackers in downtown Chicago, or was it earlier than that? It could have been earlier than that, man. Maybe it was 2013. Could have been 2013. But I put these gold labels on there, on any, on top of the bag for any comic book that's been signed, so I know right away if I'm flipping through it, oh, this one's signed. And sometimes they're not even signed on the cover, they're signed on the inside and in the bottom margin of right below the indicia. So that gives me, and it also helps if something happens to me and I die and I got all this stuff here, my wife knows. So this is signed by the artist, and I got notes on the back. Sometimes I put the price on it, so she'll know this means it was signed and it's Neil Adams. And well, I don't have a price on it. Sometimes I put current, price guide value on the back of the board, but I didn't do it with that one. So that's that. Oh, and by the way, that milk, I made cocoa out of it. It didn't bother me. It was great. But I ain't drinking it no more since I found out what they've been doing with it. Here's Death Trap. Batman number 207. A lot of these comics, when I pulled them out, they weren't even, some of them were not bagged or boarded. Most of them were in plastic. Only a few were actually in mylar, the thin mylar, and I got rid of those too. So I've been doing a lot of rebagging and boarding as well when I find these. This is such a great cover. I don't even, give me an idea who does the cover here. Don't know. There's the initials, but I don't know. Very nice cover. Very nice cover. I should know. Next up, Batman 200 from 1968. A great looking cover. I would put this in a fine, I would put this in fine, a grade. I'm holding it at various different angles to avoid any glare. The only other possible way to avoid glare and get the full impact of the book the way it really is to take it out of the bag, but I can't do that with every issue here. Oh, here's the 80-page giant. 193 from 1967. Is that what that says? I can't even read my own handwriting on the back. 19. Looks like I put an O instead of a 7. Looks like 1960, but it's not 1960. It's got to be 1967. I'm pretty sure. It's an 80-page giant, number 37 of the 80-page giant series, and it's number 193 of the Batman series. I don't know of any other comic book titles from any other publisher that has two numbers for the same issue in two different titles when you think of it. 80-page giant, number 37, and Batman, number 193. That's just beautiful. Look at the spine is not horrible, but it's not that great either. These square bounds are pretty hard to find in perfect square bound shape. Oh, here's one that I didn't rebag and board this. This is Batman number 192. Still got a price on it. So I never pay the actual sticker price. So this, most of the time I buy enough where they'll give me either 30 off or half price at the two places that I usually go to, but this could have came from a different store altogether. So maybe I only got 20 or 30% off, but that's not what I paid for it. I'm sure I didn't pay more than $5 for this, because I would have bought a lot more books than just this one, and they would have given me a pretty decent discount. It's got the tape on the back. Oh, I hate. Oh, that was stuck on here. Let me take it out of here. Let's take a look at this thing. I got to rebag and board it anyway. Yeah, it's about time. So, Carmen Infantino, and who else does this? Oh, Murphy Anderson. Ah. What does it say? I am Batman. Well, apparently, the crystal ball that portrayed Batman. Well, he doesn't look anything like Bruce Wayne. Does that look like Bruce Wayne to you? Absolutely not. Not to me. Let's take a look at some of the ads in here. Frogman and the Sea Sled. What year is this from? This is important to know what year it's from, so you can... 1967, June 1967. So if this was published monthly, that means it came out 2 months before that. But we go by the indicia, you know. We don't play these other games. I don't. So it's a G.I. Joe from Hasbro. You know, when that first came out, I couldn't get into it. And then all the kids, you know, because the girls were, you know, make fun of the guys, you know, playing with dolls and stuff like that. So I was kind of, I don't think I'm going to do that, you know. They make fun of me enough with the comic books. But then everybody had them. Everybody had G.I. Joe. It was 1964. So what did I do? I started getting into G.I. Joes. I still have one of my originals, and with some of the accessories, but That's about it. This artwork is not bad. Could be better. Here you got somebody else dressed as Batman. He doesn't look anything like Batman, like Bruce Wayne. I can't tell you what's really going on in this comic because I haven't read it, so let's see what else we got. Here's an advertisement for another 80-page giant. Number 36, Superman. And moving right along. I love the ads in these things. It's all, to me and to many other people in the pop culture, comic book pop culture community. All these ads are all part of it. Part of what encompasses comic book collecting and scooter. I don't think I ever saw one of these muscle ads before. Boys, men, develop mighty muscles. Okay. Oh, look at this. Tank Trap. The infamous Tank Trap. I have some of the... I had this. I had that Tank Trap war game, but I only have a few pieces of that thing left. Maybe one day. They're in a small box back there. I did find it a couple of times, and then I lost it. Then I found it again. But I should show those pieces. It was actually, held together with a rubber band, and then they just easily popped apart when you hit them with something. Palisades Park. When I was a kid and I saw this, I always wanted to go there, but, it was all the way in New York. Or was it New Jersey? It was New Jersey, which is right next door. But it's the monster right here. Now, what kid would do that to themselves and then go to school? Not I. I wouldn't even do that on Halloween when they let you do stuff like that. Ow, ow. Look at that variety. Okay, where do I do this? I'm getting dizzy. Put that over there. Try to get a bag and board. I put a whole bunch of bags and boards and archival interleaving paper that soaks up the odors of the old comics, and then you can pull them out, and after a while they're not there anymore, the odor. This is what I use. Archival tissues. This is buffered. So with activated charcoal, I think slightly buffered, so it really soaks up. And it's, why spend tons of money on microchamber paper when you can buy this stuff and it works? For me it works just as well. If you want to soak it, you can double them up because you get a lot of. This was not expensive. This how many papers were in here? This had 480 sheets. And I usually put 3. They're very thin, to say the least. I mean, this is tissue thin. say the least. And that's all I'm going to say about it. But they work quite well if you're only using it to absorb some of the smell of the paper that has, musty smell, a moldy smell. It also absorbs certain acids because the paper that's used has acidic properties in it. These newsprint papers when they manufacture the books. So normally I would spend the time writing down the issue number on the back, maybe the other information on the back as well. If it's a noteworthy issue, I'll make those notes on the back of it, what it is that makes it a noteworthy issue. I'm trying not to call it a key issue because I agree with other people. I mean, I don't mind somebody calls it a key issue, but you're using the word key issue for almost everything. Even this. There's some of these up on eBay and they're being called key issues. What's the key issue about it? Because it's the first time it's a Batman special? It's the first time it has a target on the cover of Batman? I don't know. Oh, maybe it's the first... Oh, never mind. It's just ridiculous. But I found a whole bunch of these in that same box. But I didn't do anything with these yet. These were in bags but no boards, and the bags are really old. So I'm glad I found that box. Did I just show this? No. What? Oh, it's another copy of that. Apparently I have 2 copies of this. Wow, it has a lot of information on the back because I put the receipt. Oh, you know where was that the guy? No, that's not the guy. I'm thinking of something else. Never mind. I paid $19 for this. I must have $19 I paid for this. Let me see something here. Yeah, I guess that's what I... Because it's got the eBay receipt in the back there too. So I bought it on eBay and I paid This was back in 2009. Well, that is... Probably I paid too much for that. Here's $191. Auction. Everything must go. Here's another one, $191. We bagged and boarded those already. No. Oh, here. This is the foil copy of Poison Ivy 181. The foil variant. I got it because, I want to read the book. I started reading it, but I don't want to read better for me to read the cardstock because it causes less damage to the book or book cover. And I got these 4 half off at the comic shop. Like $6. I paid $3 a piece for them. So I got a couple of them. Sorry for that glare. Look at that shadow in there. That's like that smoky shadow on that TV series called Lost. Oh. Here's a couple of copies of Poison, the facsimile, Poison Ivy. First appearance of Poison Ivy in Batman 181. Let's see. I should try to keep these all together. Plus these. Then I knew I had another copy. And I was able to, when I found that box, I was so relieved. And then I was really happy because, well, here's the original. It's in pretty decent shape, pretty nice shape. It's got a, is that in the cover or is it in the, got a little dirt there. I could use some cleaning on the cover. Right there. But that's the original one, Poison Ivy 1. I mean, Batman 181, first Poison Ivy. You know, Carmen Infantino, this is Carmen Infantino and Murphy Anderson on the cover, but it was Infantino and Robert Conire that came up with the character. Infantino got the idea to create more female characters because of the popularity of Catwoman on the 1966 Batman TV series. So he set out to create more female characters, and he comes up with Poison Ivy based on Nathaniel Hawthorne's, his gothic short story called Rappaccini's Daughter. And that story, this is Nathaniel Hawthorne who wrote the Scarlet Letter and the House of Seven Gables. That same Nathaniel Hawthorne who wrote that gothic short horror story called Rappaccini's Daughter, which is about the scientist slash doctor who has his daughter she's working in their garden with all the poisonous plants, and eventually she becomes immune to their poisons. But at the same time, she becomes poisonous to others. She can poison other people too. I forget exactly what happens to them, but she becomes very toxic, so she can't have anybody around her. But that's where they got the idea from. And that story, I think, originally came out like 1840, somewhere around 1840. I'm not sure 100%, but it was right around there. So that's where they got the idea from. And he also based her looks on Betty Page, the face and the body style. He based it on Betty Page. It may not look like it, but that's a fact. He himself said that. So that's very interesting how they got the idea and how they put it together. Very interesting indeed. But, so I got one original over here. This is my second original, but what I didn't know was that I had a third one, which I'm really happy about because I'm going to get these. I'm going to get these graded, I think, before I sell them. I'm keeping one, but two of them I have to sell because we are going to need the money to have some work done around here. And I'm just thinking though, if I send it in, I'll probably do it through the store and they'll come back faster. I think there's a quicker return, like maybe, I don't know, 3 months, but that means we got to wait 3 months before they come back, and then I got to sell it, and then I don't know how soon I'll sell it and get the money, but hopefully before the fall or by the fall so we can get the furnace that I've been talking about. Yes, indeed. Oh, you know what? This also has an ad in here for Task Force. Another one of those. Another one of those military games. This is a nice condition. More. Put that in there. Now where? Here. I have this game. I bought it a long time ago, probably maybe 14 years ago. And mine is still in the box. It's like brand new. Hasn't even never been used. And I want to show that one of these days. But this is in pretty nice shape. I mean, the pages are off white to white. They all have the centerfold pinup. Oops, there goes some of that paper that I put in there. Yeah, when I found these, I rebag boarded them and got my chamber paper, what was left of it. Now I'm using the archival interleaving paper. Oops, this goes over here. So, 3 of them. How lovely, I'm happy. Oh, I wish all these were the real deal. Oops. I've got oh, that's much better. Much better. Be nice if all these were originals, huh? Wow. Then I'd be able to get 2 furnaces. I think I'll keep the facsimiles with the originals. Well, hell no. What else we got in here? Oh yeah, these been rebagged and boarded too. And I'm pretty sure I showed these on Graphic Man, the 4-color fossils. This is Batman 183. Probably 1966. Look at, they're watching The Adventures of Batman on TV. Hotline call, Batman. Let's get going. Not tonight, kid. I'm staying in the back cave to watch myself on television. Holy emergency. What's the real reason Batman's goofing off? Who knows? Next up is 178. This one was not in such great shape. And as a matter of fact, I probably could have left it in the other bag and board that it was in, but I didn't want to do that because it didn't look too bad in that other bag and board. But it's got part of a rolled spine down here. I decided to rebag and board everything. Well, I'm going to. Not everything in here is rebagged and boarded yet. Oh, here's another 183, Holy Emergency. Look, it's even got a sody pop and popcorn down here. So he's really enjoying himself. Why shouldn't he have a night off? Should order a pizza. That's what I would do. And another one. Goodness gracious. Oh. You know what? Now I know why I have so many of these. This is the second appearance of Poison Ivy. That makes it a noteworthy issue. Or shall I call it a key issue? What do you think? Well, I don't know if it's a noteworthy issue for an absolute certainty. Number 137, Batman. Can't find the staples on this. Uh-oh. That might mean that the cover is loose. Moving right along here. Oh, this was always a great cover. I always liked it. I was always attracted to this cover. The penguin flying off on one of his umbrellas. Batman 169. Batman. Oops. Yeah, Batman 177. Yes. 2 Batman too many. Maybe Robin had one too many and he's seeing too many Batmans. Another great cover. I gotta rebag and board this one. I didn't do it yet. Batman 186. I love the colors on here. Red, green, and yellow were always my favorite comic book cover colors. So that is very nice. I better put this here because I gotta rebag and board it. And we're coming up on some more stuff that's got to be rebagged and boarded. Batman 80-page giant number 30. Batman number 187. I love these 80-page giants. Now, some people, I guess, this is kind of neat, because if you just want to collect the 80-page giants, which might be a little bit more affordable, you can do that. And then file them, under E, 80-page giants. But I collect too many different titles that have 80-page giants in them. So it gets filed under Batman. Oh, what? Oh, no, it's not the same one. I have two of these, eh? Batman 190. You still got that rocket umbrella. Clever ways that villains come up with so that they can fly and use that as part of their weapons to help them against their adversaries. Like the Green Goblin had a weird rocket propelled device that he would put his feet on, and then he would just fly around. Like the Sedgwick. There's another copy of that, 190, with the go-go checks that I like to call the checkerboard racing banner right across the top. And I still believe that one of the reasons why Infantino came up with that was because, or not, who did that now? Who came up with that? Maybe it was him. To make kids look for this, and they look at that and they'll know they're getting a DC comic or something. But I think it had something to do also with the fact that during that time, 65, 66, 67, everybody was into cars. All the kids were into cars and racing. You had the Aurora model motoring, then you had later on you had AFX, and then you had Mattel and all sorts of different road race sets and models of dragsters, and all the kids were into that. They were just into racing. I mean, they were so popular that even in the Munster movie, they had the Dragula. And this, of course, exemplifies racing, car racing and stuff. So I think it must have had something to do with it. Wait a minute, I can't put that in there because I got to rebag and board it. It has to go over here. Boy, I really am on painkillers, to tell you the truth. I've been working so hard that, because I got arthritic conditions, osteo and rheumatoid arthritis. And it can kill you, man. I mean, with the pain. But it can also, these painkillers, can make you pretty loopy. And I think I am, what the hell is this? Where'd you come from, son? Backboard? No. The second Batman and Robin team. Oh, they got pretty old there, didn't they? Mm-hmm. It's hard to believe, Kathy, since we retired as Batman and Batwoman, Dick Grayson has become Batman too. Who would have thought? Issue 131. 1960. Oh, well, look at what I got here. Was this in that box? No. I must have put these in there. Picked them up from around here and just threw them right into that same box. Yes, well, moving right along, I was watching one of Dr. Silver Age's videos, and he had shown these comics that he picked up. I think this is from 2000 and, is there a date on here? 2008. 2008 tour. So on his recommendation, I picked it up, and I've read them all. It's Joe Kubert does the artwork on the covers, and the inside he did the story, and it's very, very good. Now the artwork, I gotta tell you, is very, very good on the inside as well as the covers. But I think that by this time in 2008, that Joe Kubert was already a little bit past his prime. I mean, he was still great, but I think he must have reached his prime when he was doing all those war, Sergeant Rock and all the other war stories. But I still loved it. Art was still great. Story was great. And Dr. Silver Age had picked it up because of recommendations from Shannon. So I guess I owe both those guys a thank you for recommending this, because it was great. This is the 6th issue. This is the issue 5. Tor is rejected by his tribe, and he goes on a lone quest to find himself, and eventually he meets up with the woman that he bonds with, and they try to make their way back to his tribe. This is issue 4, and all the adventures that they encounter, monsters and all. It's a great fun read. The artwork is fantastic, and the covers, the art on the cover actually does represent something that happens in the inside of the book, in the story. And this is number 1. There were 6 issues altogether. So, and I read them all, and I don't want to give everything away, you know, the plot or anything, but it's well worth picking up and reading. I loved it. So that was here. This I showed, what did I show? I think I must have shown this on Graphic Man. I don't know if I showed it here or not. Master Comics 108. I paid $8 for it, but because it's missing the last page. But what I found out is it's not just missing the last page. It's missing not the last 2 page sheets, which means it's actually missing 4 pages. The page spread would be 1 page spread that has 1, 2, 3, 4 pages on it, and then it gets folded together, and once it's folded together, one sheet, one part of the spread becomes one piece of paper with 2 pages on it, and that's what's missing in the back. 2 sheets with artwork on each side. Some of the, I think it was 1 page of art, then there was an ad and another ad, and so I think it's only missing 1 page of art, 3 pages of ads, and I think 2 pages of ads, 1 story page, and then 1 page I think could have been text, part of a text story. But I'm not exactly sure. I'll have to find out. I went to the Internet Archive, and they had a copy of this because it's in the public domain. And the problem with that is the copy that they had is so ratty. The cover is barely visible because it's been water damaged and logged. And the pages that I want in the back of the book, which I would have worked to the right size on my computer and then printed it out, I can't do it because the book that they have on the Internet Archive is really ratty, horrible looking. So I can't even do it. So I don't know if anybody out there has this, if they could make the last 4 actual pages, copies of the last 4 actual pages of this book, and send it to me. I'll pay you. I'll gladly pay you on Tuesday for a hamburger today. And here we have, I think I must have shown this before. It got thrown into that same box. I don't understand how I did that. Payoff. Thrilling detective stories. It's got good girl art on it. I know I showed this on Graphic Man. 1949. What happened to all the rest of the Batmans? Oh, I must have put a whole bunch of other stuff in there too. Where are they? I think I got them all mixed up. Oh well. Let's see. I did this. I'm gonna have to put you here. So I did these. I gotta rebag and board these, and then I think I did show you these. These are up on eBay. I mean, for about $5, you can find them, or $10. These are in really nice shape. All have to be bagged and boarded though. This is, I could see this as a 9.8. Yeah, I could see this as a 9.8, which means they will probably see it as a 9.6. But at any rate, they had this one guy trying to sell one on eBay raw, nice grade, for like $50 or $60. $50 or $60. And they had other sellers on there at the same time with books in similar conditions for like $10 or $15. So I don't know why they're gouging like that. Here's the other, more of the Batman. That's why I didn't see it, because they're all covered up. Batman number 211. $1969. There was still 12 cents. Just before they went up to 15. Oh, that's 211. Yeah, see, and here's that was 211. Here's Batman 215. Man, this cover just blows me away. Look at that. So now it's 15 cents. So that was right around the time they changed from 12 cents to 15 cents. And then after 15 cents, it never ended. Kept going up, up and up and up. Right, 216. Devil or Angel. That was a great song. Who did that? Not Bobby V? I think Bobby V. Not Bobby Vinton, Bobby V. That one I already rebagged and boarded, and then there's two more here that I did not rebag and board. It's issue 216. Here's issue 219. Death cast the deciding vote. Oh, look at this. This is a 221. It looks like it's got a tape pull right there. It was not done by me, folks. Believe me. I've had that happen to me once or twice during the entire time that I've collected comic books. I think twice it happened to me. But never again. That was not by me. No way. 230. What do they got over there? Black Power, the Black Panthers or something. I don't know. This I rebagged and boarded right away because look at this. This is the first Silver Bronze Age appearance of Two-Face from 1971. Where are these from? Are these from 71? So this has to be from 71. Just love this cover. Love, love, love it. Let me... No, I better put this in here because these are the ones that I still have to rebag and board. Nuts here. I'm on this online Facebook group called Old Guys Who Like Old Comics. Shannon is on there. That's where I finally got the idea to join. It's a great group. Check it out. Facebook. Old Guys Who Like Old Comics. And then there's another group, Old Guys Who Love Old Comics. I don't know if they're related or what. But maybe Old Guys Who Like Old Comics, they only go up to there, 1933 to 86. You can't show anything after 86. And you leave your politics and your religious, beliefs or opinions at the door. We're pretty strict about things like that. It's all about comics and fun of collecting and sharing the hobby. Batman and Robin, Batman 239. Oh, I want to read this because it's Christmas. Oh yeah. This is a 243, which is the no, it's not the first appearance. It's got Raj Al Ghul and his daughter Talia in there. That was her name, Talia. But I think his daughter's in here too. But this is signed by Neil Adams. And this has the first appearance of the Lazarus Pit. The Lazarus Pit. Here we have another Neil Adams signed comic. This is cover swipe to Detective Comics number 31. It's got this damn crease going all the way across. Let's see. Can you see it there? God darn it. Oh, for Christ's sake, I'm going to take it out of the damn thing here. Okay. It's otherwise a very, very nice copy. Now you can see it. It starts up here, and it works its way down like that. Check it out. I'm very sad about that, but I'm very happy to have it. At any rate. Oh, this is weird. Something that I found in another box just a little while ago, before I started to get into this video. I don't know if I can find it now. I looked at it and I was surprised. I wonder how much other stuff I got going on around here. Is it down there? Found a whole bunch of stuff. Here. Look what I found here. Let's see, I'm going to put these away because they're done. I found another. This is a much lower grade, 243. The first appearance of Lazarus Pit. But if I ever get to, this is a low grade. You can see there. I mean, it's got nice cover gloss, but it's missing a piece right down there. Spinal wear. It's got 25 cents written in ink on the back. But if I ever get to 4,500 subscribers, this is one of the books I'll be giving away. This is definitely going to be one of the books I'll be giving away. Still attached at both staples. The pages are nice. I think off-white. Can't really tell there. Oh, here's a task force ad. Pages are off-white. And here is another task force, and it also has, is it Cannonball Run? Yeah, Cannonball. I'm thinking of the movie Cannonball Run with Burt Reynolds. But there's the task force. By this time they were teaming it up with another game. So they had them both on one page instead of one game on a whole page. Save money that way, I suppose. Gosh darn it, I can't. It's got nice gloss on there still. That's one that's got to get bagged, boarded. How long am I going here? Well, I got a few more to show you. Just a second here. Okay, this is from that box. 1963, the Batman Annual. This is not a giant size. This is the Batman Annual, number 5, from 1963. that goes in there because that's already been rebagged and boarded. Ah, here's got a newsstand stamp on it. Oh no, it's got a name stamp. Craig Januzzi. This is number 4 from 1962/63. So like December, January, 62, 63, number 4. And there's the guy's name. Craig Januzzi. I wonder if that guy is still around today. Do you ever wonder about things like that? You see people's names stamped on a book, or the name of newsstands that are stamped, and of course names written inside the coupons that are filled out by kids with the notion that somehow they're going to be getting the money and clipping that out and sending in for it, but they never do. That's how Meyer Greenblatt got his name. That's not his real name, you know. He got his name from a coupon that was filled out in the comic book. And the name in that coupon was Meyer Greenblatt. That's how he got his name. I can't give you his real name because I forgot what it was. And he might not want me to. No, I'm sure he doesn't care. But I forgot. God, man, I can't remember. That's embarrassing, man. I can't remember the guy's real name. Giant Annual number 3. What did I wrote a note on here. I was just talking about name stamps, and I think that there is a name stamp on the inside of this book. Too much in a hurry, because I don't even like using tape. And then when you're too much in a hurry to get going with this stuff, you start using tape because it goes faster, and then you regret it later. I hate using tape. I should just take my time no matter what. But let's see what the stamp is here. Man, what is going on? Oh, good Lord, it's from the same guy. He was so full of himself, he stamped his name in there twice. Craig Januzzi. What does that say? Craig Januzzi. And some other Januzzi. Could have been two brothers. Could have been a brother and sister. I don't know. Oh, well, it's out. Might as well show you the back. Isn't that lovely? Number 3. 80-page Batman Giant Annual. Well, we're almost getting here to the end of stuff. This is Batman Annual number 1. Unfortunately, I don't have number 2 here. I didn't have it when I was showing these on Graphic Man either. So I may not have number 2 at all. And this has another stamp on the cover. It says Central News Stand. It's got the little star. Now I'm wondering if this was sold at one of the canteens in a military base or wherever, whatever you call those. It's from 1961. Batman Annual #1. That's all I can make out. Central Newsstand. It's got nice off-white pages. Oh, off-white to cream. Yeah, I would say off-white to cream pages. Look at the got the origin of the Batcave, the strange costume collection, all those amazing toys that he has, thrilling escapes. That's the Batman I know and love. There's some later stuff. Yeah, I gotta re-bag them for these. This is... Oh, my goodness. For the Love of Tunes. This is where I bought that. Man, it had to be in... Well, this came out in '85, and I was going in there in the late '80s. So I don't think I bought it directly off the... No, of course I couldn't have. It would have been $1.25, and the price he has on here is $4. So it must have been around '89 when I went into the store and purchased this. That was a store that was on Southport Avenue in Chicago, For the Love of Tunes. So when I rebag and board this, I think what I'm going to do is keep the... I don't know if I'll keep the original bag in there. I mean, look at the board. Better get out of there in a hurry. I want to be able to keep this in there, so maybe I'll just cut this part of it out and include it, slip it into the new bag, just so that I have a memory of it, you know, where I originally bought it. This is from Graham Cracker's chain of stores here around the Illinois area. I don't know, they used to have like 7 stores. I don't know how many they have now. Probably not. Probably less than 7 now, I'm pretty sure, but who knows. It's weird the way they put it in there. Batman Annual, this is number 12. Gonna get rebagged and boarded. Another Batman Annual number. Wait a minute, what? Oh, it's the same one. 2 copies of that. Hallelujah, praise the Lord. Alright, that's a pile that has to get bagged and boarded again. And then I can move on with some of this. I'll show a few of these and then I'm going to kind of end the video. Oh, here's another tape pull. I'm sure I got another copy of this. This is Batman 497. I think this is where Bane breaks his back. And you can see up there is another tape pull. Not by me. You know, one time I walked into a comic shop and I asked one of the guys that was working there, not the owner, to get me that. They had books on the top shelf there that were all Strange Tales, if they can bring them down, and they brought them down. And then there was one in particular, 135, which was the first Nick Fury, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. And I wanted him to pull it out because I didn't want to take it out of there and ruin it because it was in a nice grade and everything. And he was going to pull it out and the tape was on there. I said, don't pull it out there with the tape on. Please don't do that. He says, I know what I'm doing. You know, nothing's going to... Well, I told him, go ahead. If you do something with that tape on there and it takes a part of the cover off, you're going to end up paying for the book, you know. And then the owner came over and he told him the same thing. Yeah, don't do it like that. Don't do it. And he didn't, so nothing happened. But it's his attitude, you know, that guy that was working there, his attitude. I know what I'm doing. I'm not going to take any... Yes. I don't know. This, I don't... All sorts of stuff was in there. This is a later book, number 24, Batman Year Zero. Oh, here's another Batman Annual, number 10 from 1986. Now I know I bought this from a store. I didn't buy this off the rack because you can tell by the way they put it in the bag. They always put it in upside. I mean, they put the comic in the bag upside down. I guess so they can pull it out right away or something. I forgot what the reasoning was, but so that's that. That's a pretty nice cover there actually with this Doug Munch, Alfredo Alcala. The Triumph of Hugo Strange. The Triumph of Hugo Strange. Some other stuff that's already been rebagged and boarded. This couldn't have been in that box, though. It must have been another bag, another box. Huh? What is this? Part 1 of 3. Oh, all right, Batman. This is the way I wish they would still do it. You know, instead of always having miniseries, just have it in the same title. Instead of creating a separate miniseries and then, you know, just publish a miniseries right within the title itself instead of a separate miniseries. But that's how they make money, and I don't know. Don't like it. Part 2 of 3. I haven't read this, so I don't know. But look at that. How many Batmans can there be? How many Batmans can you rip to shreds? Rip to shred. That was part 2 of 3. This is part 3 of 3. John Byrne, Jim Aparo, and Dan DiCarlo. Well, you can't go wrong with that combination. I haven't read that, but I am going to keep these out so Well, I'll keep them in there so I know where they are. I am going to read that, though. Batman, Starlin Apparel, and DeCarlo. Jim Starlin. What happened to John Boyne? Fatal Wish. Batman number 430 here. That goes there. That goes here. What's this? Oh, there's some other stuff. Brightest Day, Brave and the Bold, 33. Oh, I like this cover here. Brave and the Bold, 33. From 2010. Just a nice looking cover. Girls' Night Out. Mess with the wrong girls there, boys. How can you boys be so stupid? The Return of Bruce Wayne. Oh yeah, I remember this. I haven't read this though. One of 6. The Return of Bruce Wayne, 1 of 6. I'm sure I must have all of them, but I have to find out where the heck they are. So I'm going through box by box by box. And what I pull out, I'm going to start showing to everybody. Here's a variant edition. This is, I didn't pay that. What did I pay? I think I paid only $10 for this. 25, that's what I usually pay, like $10 for a 25. What does it say? $79, or is that a number that means something else? I don't know what the... $79. That must mean something else. Can't be the year, of course. So that was what, number 1 of 6. A variant. Here's number 2 of 6. I like the cover. I do. Andy Kubert. Andy Kubert. You know, I'm kind of off and on with Andy Kubert's art. This is pretty good, and then there are other times when it's pretty lousy. There. Thought I was going to go out of focus again. I'm having problems with that. Wait a minute. This is... Oh, that's the pile I got. Yeah. All confusing me. Here's another one I've got to rebag and board. $6.98 from June 2010. Riddler on the cover. Well, I got so much stuff here to go through. Oh, here's more. How did that get in there? There's a Silver Age book. There's all sorts of stuff here. But you know, I think we'll leave it right here at that. I haven't really had anything to eat today besides some of these chips and the banana. I'm trying to lose some weight, and I've been trying to exercise too, but it gets pretty hard. Oh, what the hell is this? Oh yeah, this is for another video too. Oh, wait a minute now. Oh, this will go back here. Yeah, I'll show these two in another video and talk about these a little bit. These are pretty cool Golden Age books. I have number 1 and I have number 3. This is number 1 and this is number 3, but I have not been able to find number 2, at least not at a price that I can afford. And there goes the blur again. I can tell right here. I wonder why it does that. See how it does that stuff? I mean, I don't like it. It's blurred for sure. Up close it ain't. Well, anyway, that'll end the video here. I'm in a blurry state. Thanks for watching, for tuning in. And until next time, live long and be well. And I'll give you another look. Which one is the real one? Number 1 or number 2? Oh, I'm such a silly man. Okay, take care, guys. And again, till next time, live long and be well.